When building a house, you've got foundation, your floor, your walls, and now we come to the most complicated part, the roof trusses. There are over 150 pieces here and they look super heavy. Jess, Mandy and myself were going to carry these trusses around the back because the truck is so long it couldn't get down there. There's no way that's going to happen now. This just gives you an idea of how heavy these trusses are. We've already got more than half of them off, and the truck is struggling to take off the other half. The guy's going to have to break up the pack and take them off in parts. Well, within 3 hours we had all the trusses around the back and it's starting to take shape. You can feel the vibe. The guys are pumped. I'm pumped. The trusses left at the front here are the ones for the cinema room and the new lounge room that's actually going to go on the slab. I'm hoping to have the cinema lounge room frame up next week. The guys were putting the trusses in some kind of order. Obviously, it's like a jigsaw puzzle. Well, it's not that complicated. But you could see things were happening and the guys wanted to work right through the night. Pretty much until it was dark. Let's have a listen to how it all went.
Well caught. Well caught, well firm. Yeah, wait, I'm going to go up now, Az. Yep.
Good communication.
Watch
Spencer.
the boys.
There you go.
Oh no. Oh, killing it. Alright, it's lost the floor.
Come the big boy.
We're going to lose another. You got it, Nico?
Yeah, just. Just a bit of chat down. Bit of chat down there, teapot will be good.
Going up the ladder, fellas. Ready? One step. 1, 2, 3, up. Let's go, come on. Good, Az. Great talk, keep it going. There we go. There we go.
Go to you, Spence.
Anything for you, Scotty?
Yep.
Up, back to me.
Oh, Christmas. You see how that roof's like that?
Yeah.
If you take this side off, that side of the roof there now becomes our outside here.
Yep, you heard right. Most of the original extension of the games room library has to go and be incorporated into this massive new roof.
Does he ever slow down? No, I wouldn't say. There might be a little periods, maybe a brief slowdown, but generally overall, consistently, it's not slowing down, and it's usually on one thing or another. But no, he doesn't slow down. He's always going.
No, he doesn't. He's constantly on the go, finding things to change, or constantly busy. He's always busy. There's never a dull moment in his life where he has to get a chance to just play a game or just rest.
Or it's just turned 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. There's only 3 guys today and they really need 4 to put these trusses up. So guess who? That's me. So I'm going to hop in with the boys today, which I want to do. And we're going to have breakfast in a minute and get out there and go. It's all these different combinations.
That's my peanut butter.
Oh yeah? I've never done that.
Try it.
That's fine.
Do it every day.
Well, after Mandy cooked a fantastic breakfast, we were all pumped and ready to go. I couldn't believe how well this room was turning out, and we're only a few weeks in. We've already got the trusses up. I didn't feel like I was doing enough, but they said, don't worry, you're doing plenty. All they wanted was the trusses handed up to them. Sometimes I have to pinch myself because I can't believe this is real. My all-time dream of having my own arcade.
Maybe the night that my tears might let me know all the stars are close, all the stars are close. closer. All the stars are close. 'Cause maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer. All the
Dead or alive.
I think it's every gamer's dream to own their very own arcade machine. Well, we caught up with Joel, a hardcore collector who's lovingly restored a motherload of arcade machines at home.
I started collecting arcade machines probably in the late 80s. I got to the point where home consoles weren't enough and I wanted the pinnacle of video games. This is a low boy that was introduced in the early 80s. It's a wood grain type cabinet and you can see it's kind of a bit squashy for 2 players. So then later on in the early 90s they went to something like this, which is called an Astro City, and they're really good because you can sit down on them and yeah, and nice big screen. I really feel a connection with the arcade machines because that's what I played when I was younger, and it just electrified me. I just felt at one with the machine. You're standing up, you have the joysticks, you're not sitting down on the couch like a home console, and nothing can go past the moving machines. Also the artwork around the machines. There'd be something walking up and seeing that artwork, and it's just nothing like it. The amount of machines I have at the moment would be in excess of 40, maybe more. Most of them are at home, and some are in storage. They're very, very big, bigger than, say, a car would be, and high, so they can't stay with me at the moment. To find the machines that I wanted, I had to literally search overseas, home collectors themselves that didn't want to use the game anymore, or build it from parts.
When I first met Joel about 13 years ago, I remember walking to his grandmother's garage and there was a power drift. And I thought, what the hell is this machine? I've got absolutely no interest. And as soon as I jumped on it and started playing it, I thought, hey, there's a bit of fun to this. And I started to learn to appreciate, I suppose, the interest in the art. But when he started collecting, I actually started to appreciate more the finer detail, the work and the graphics and the history behind all of these machines.
These machines are one of my favourites. This is what I really grew up with. They were introduced in '88. They were your real Street Fighter type cabinets with your 6 buttons. And it's very easy to just change the tops of the cabinet and play different games. This is a Ninja Turtles dedicated cabinet. I'm currently restoring it. As you can see, the panel's a bit grubby and it needs a bit of love and care. This is my workshop where I repair my arcade PCBs or anything to do with the machines. The PCBs are the printed circuit boards, which is the arcade game itself. It just requires a power supply and it has wires coming from the PCB to go to the inputs, which are the joysticks, and also the outputs, which will be the screen and the speakers. Yeah, majority of the PCBs I do have to repair myself because they're a lot older. Some of them are 30 years old and they've been through different machines at times, different hands. They corrode and rust and also wear and tear. I don't rush any machine because I want it to be as perfect as it can be, if not new condition like it would have been in its day. This is a Space Harrier. It's called a rolling type cabinet, which is a full moving cabinet. It moves left, right, back and forth. And apparently there's very few left in the world these days, and I'm very, very lucky to have it. The Space Harrier took me approximately 2 years and almost working every day on that machine. Every every Friday night I have friends come over and we play the arcades and have a pizza and a drink and relax and enjoy. I'd like to keep the dream alive and have the old school arcade machines. I have a 2-year-old son and I'd love him to experience what I experienced when I was a teenager. And it's something that everyone should really experience in their home. Even just to have one arcade machine there, it's something that we'll never see again.
It's quite inspiring to the point that our son's actually become quite a bit of a fanatic with some of these games as well, and it's rewarding to actually see them sharing this common interest and hobby, and I hope they take it forward.